Do you think this is real interference, or is it a misunderstanding by Jody Wilson-Raybould? Where do you think this is going?
I really don't know. We don't have a lot of information. I hope she would speak. But for me, the big picture is the crony capitalism. You know, this government was ready to make a deal with SNC-Lavalin. And that's a question you must ask also to the leader of the opposition. You know, is he ready to make a special deal for a corporation like that? And I said, no, you know, no special deal, no corporations is above the law.
Crony capitalism. What is it? Why is it so bad? To answer these questions, let's think about good old-fashioned capitalism. It is premised on the free exchange of goods or services between independent agents. Let's say I want to buy some cereal. Steve's Grocery is selling my brand for $4. Ted's Grocery has it for $5. I buy from Steve, which creates the most value for both me and him. Meanwhile, Ted now has an incentive to cut his costs so he can compete better. Replicate this kind of transaction billions of times a day, 365 days a year, and that is how our economy functions and grows, or at least how it's supposed to. Now, what about crony capitalism? Let's say it's the government that wants to buy some cereal. More specifically, the House of Representatives Committee for Cereal Acquisition is put in charge of the task. Steve still sells for $4, Ted for $5. I buy from Steve. He's the low price man. But the Committee for Cereal Acquisition buys from Ted. Why? Because Ted lobbied the committee. Because his corporate headquarters is in the chairman's district. Because he gave more campaign contributions. Because he promised a lobbying gig to an undecided committee member who plans to retire next year. That is how crony capitalism works. And it happens all throughout the government, from defense contracting to farm subsidies, clean energy programs, infrastructure spending, affordable housing, food stamps, Medicare, Obamacare, tax policy. You pretty much name it, crony capitalism is there.
No corporation is above the law. It's very important for us. And, you know, it's too bad for SNC-Lavalin, but the prosecution must go on. And if they go bankrupt, they go bankrupt. You know, we have a bankruptcy law in Canada for that. You know, that's why people are tired with the politicians and all the traditional politicians, the leader of the opposition, the NDP leader, Justin Trudeau. They try to please always the big corporation, giving subsidies to them and big handouts. So we don't believe in that. We want to end corporate welfare. We want to end that crony capitalism in Ottawa. If you don't have that, you would have that special deal with SNC-Lavalin. And we need to repeal that clause, you know, that we didn't have that for the last 150 years. So now we put the Liberal government put something in the budget to have a special deal with a corporation.
Yeah.
It's a shame.